4 ways to attract the ideal staff members into your business. Now, this is not about being fluffy and trying to promise some false reality. It's about being real, authentic. What are the great points about this company, this business, and this industry? And what are the negatives? Be real about it. Set the expectation right. And through these points, which are, number 1, reviewing your own team to look at what is going well for them, what's going bad, and seeing over the history of your business, where have you really helped people the most and who has really enjoyed working with your company the most. Number 2, from that investigation into your own business, list out the pains and solutions you can then therefore offer to the prospects that you're trying to attract to your business. Number 3, what are the unique pros and cons to working in your business, whether that's industry or just specific to your business, whether it's the weather, whether it's hybrid working. What is it? Is it the fact it's indoors or it's outdoors? And then 4th, create your own content showcasing that, sharing that information to educate your prospective staff, to then draw them in and attract them and help them see you as that authority and see you as the solution to their next career move. But let's investigate those in more detail in this here YouTube video. So firstly, as we said, look at the people that already work in your company. If you haven't had that before, and you're looking for your first employee, this will be a little bit challenging, but try and consider that and consider it for yourself. When you're out working on your own, it may just be a point of first off looking at the actual work you're doing and what is it about it that works well. But for those of you that have got a few employees and you're looking to expand and build on that and grow your team, is with the people you've employed, and look at the past as well, the people you've employed in your business's history. What worked really well? Who are the people that were drawn into your business that went well? How did that process go? Have you changed the process? Have you got a process in place over the years where it comes to, right, step 1 of when someone applies, we do a phone screening. Step 2, we do a person-to-person interview. Step 3, they do a trial shift. Is it something different? Do you start with step 1 trial shift? Over the years, what has been the most beneficial and helpful system for you and what has worked? And in that, who are these people? What is the avatar that you are helping the most? And look at, is it males between the ages of 25 and 32 is what you found really helpful? Or is it trans people that are 18 years old? And just because of the very nature and fabric of your business, they're the people that are most drawn to you. Go into as much detail as you can about who these people are that are really going to benefit for your business. So then when we create content around it, is you can speak directly to them. Number 2, formulate a list of pains that they experience, and from that, gauge the solutions that you can offer as a business to them. So may it be that they're stuck in a current position, like a lot of from the first point when you investigate your staff, is it that a lot of the people that have come to you, they were stuck in their previous job with a recurring theme of pains? Maybe it was the pay, maybe it was the holiday, maybe it was the manager that they felt they had a toxic relationship with. And is it something that you solve because the manager's in your business, or if you're the manager, it's something much more empathetic and welcoming and people are more valued? What are those points? List out as many as you can, because every single one of those that you can create, every single pain point that you can identify, that is a piece of content. That is a solution that you offer. And that is going to be something, an asset that helps attract those people to your business. It's essential to be open and honest about this and authentic. It's about identifying what the downsides are as well. And they may not be downsides. It may feel like downsides to people. And it's not about communicating them as a downside. As an example, if your industry is something that is outside, that's great, especially on a day like I'm sitting inside right now recording this content while it's bright and sunny outside. So that's obviously a downside for me that you may feel. However, if you're in an outdoors industry, that's great. However, you do have to therefore brave the winter and the cold and the wet. And therefore that is not necessarily negative. That's all part of the character that you want to employ. And that's got to be something that people are drawn into and they're enticed by it and they want to brave those conditions as such. Or it's rather a case of while it may feel like a suffering at the time, it helps you appreciate the great weather more so. Number 3, what are the unique pros and cons? So we've talked about the problems and solutions, but what are the pros and the cons? And this is where you've got to be open, honest, and authentic. If you take outdoors working as an example, like right now I'm recording this inside while it's lovely blue skies and sunny outside. Kind of feeling a little bummed out that I'm not outdoors right now. I'm happy. But for the industries of people that are working outdoors, there's a pro in the fact that they get to be in the sunshine and catch a tan, while the rest of us are stuck indoors. But as a con, you've got to do that in the winter when it's cold, wet, and windy. So therefore, it's all part of being open and honest. Yes, we work out in the sunshine, but don't expect this role to be something where you're just going to be catching a tan all year long. You are going to have to accept that part of the role, and that's the characters that we want. We want people that are going to brave the fierce winters that we experience, but it's all part of appreciating the summers ever more so. That way you're setting the precedent, you're laying the foundation to know when people come in, they consume your content, they understand that part of this job is they're going to have to face all the weathers. And it may not be a case that they're fully aware of that. It may be a case of they've consumed a lot of your content and forgotten, but you'll find the amount of times you're having to explain this, or the amount of times that you're going to have to deal with problems with staff where they don't want to face that, is significantly reduced because you're communicating all the aspects of it in open honesty. Number 4, create that content, a plethora of content, an entire portfolio. Drip feed that message. You want to have, it takes on average 7 touch points for people to buy from you. And from staff, I'm sure it's no different, but it's about having all this different information so that people can build that trust in you, build a rapport, feel like they get to know your company, know your business, and therefore feel that it's somewhere that they should be and it's where they belong and it's the home that they've been looking for. So make sure you've got plenty to go out. And don't be afraid of reposting the same content. Many of us fear for some reason the idea of, oh, I can't put it out again. I put it out last month, 3 months ago I put it out. People don't know. Do you know why? Because they're too busy thinking about themselves. Just drip feed it time and time again. We talk about making deciduous and evergreen content. And from that, if you want to know more, of course, get in touch. But from that, make sure you've got that content that you can reuse, you can recycle it.